Hi, guys. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm really happy to start this Inspire Marketing. Don't forget to share the link with your friends. We have a lot of information today, a lot of inspiration. So don't forget it. And don't forget your drink as well. I have my tea here. Don't forget yours. I'll just give a few minutes and then we start, okay? Okay, guys. So one more time, thank you so much for being here today. And let's start. Today we will have two guests. They are gonna share about their experience and college experience and work experience in marketing. So I'm really happy to have this conversation with them. And just to give you our agenda for today, we have Juan and Josya. They are gonna share their experience, and then after that, we have our Q section. So please don't be shy. Don't forget to ask anything you want to know because this is the place to do that. To take the dots, to ask as many as you want because this is the place for connecting. And sometimes we're living a similar situation, so they can help us. And after that, I'm just gonna give some events, updates, and news about our community. And then we are going to the highlights of the month, and we are going to finish the presentation. So just an overview how it's gonna work today. And to start, then I will invite Juan, and he's doing his presentation. And enjoy. Just a second.
Hello, guys. My name is Juan. Well, I have prepared here a presentation. I don't know if Daniela can plug in it for me already. Can you, Dani? That's perfect. So that's it, guys. My name is Juan. All right. I have been living here in Ireland for the last 5 years. I'm currently based here in Ratmai. So if I have any neighbor here around, you can connect it just for me to be having a drink on most of the beautiful pubs that we have here. And apart from that, I'm gonna share a little bit about my story. Okay. First, I would like to appreciate the opportunity here, especially for this group, for this community that have been following for the last 3 to 4 years here since I arrived in Dublin, practically, it's an honor to be here. It's a great privilege that I'm feeling myself here to be presenting this. And I hope that everything that I'm going to be talking about here is going to be useful for you all. You can move for the next slide, Danny. So just to say, it's a pleasure to be meeting you all, and then you can move for the next one. The main topic that I'm going to be talking here is my whole journey since I arrived in Ireland. All right. So I decided to come here in 2018. I remember that I saved like nearly to 10 years trying to save money, working on a shopping mall in a store called Polishop. So I practically spent like my entire life into sales before I came here. In 2020, I decided to start university. And then in 2023, I did all my applications and I finally found my job this year, okay? This year, I also conquered the so dreamed, dream thing about the sponsorship visa, which also is one of the things that I'm going to be talking about later on. And finally, I will be talking about my new projects, all right? And maybe you can be joining me on this project as well. You can move for the next one, Danny, please. So just for you guys to understand, I have worked in several roles since I arrived here in Dublin. So I did the whole course. So I started as a cleaner, then I moved into a bar. I did like I was a sales assistant at Tommy Hilfiger, and finally I worked in a hotel as a customer service as well. Well, I did all the possible roles here that most of the students also in Dublin are doing, right? Meanwhile, I remember I think it was in 2020 I started college at independent college, all right, and since then I have been trying to catch up with all the studies and courses possible online or not. I remember that there was only two courses that I paid for it, but mainly for the other marketing course that I did was coming from HubSpot, Coursera, and other free platforms. So for most of the people who think that they need to be putting like a lot of money on it, no, and you can actually specialize in learning more things that you would be learning in college. You can be learning onto this free course. So this is my first tip for you, okay? Always don't consider yourself like, oh, I'm currently a student, so I'm not capable of doing a marketing assignment. No, it doesn't exist. While you are studying, you can already start and getting experiencing from, especially in marketing, you know. Marketing is like that. We also need to be catching up with digital tools and software and platforms. So you need to be deciding what would be your focus on your studies and following it, and perhaps even if you catch up with some good discipline, it would be just perfect for you. Okay. Um, so yes, I will get my diploma next week. Okay, when I finally get my degree on marketing from independent college, and then you can move to the next slide, then please. So most I received for the last 3 months since I started working from outsourced digital marketing. How did I get here? Okay, so it's pretty much very simple, guys. You know, probably have heard this. Okay, the first strategy that I applied was on my second week of December of 2023. As soon as I finished my last exam, I started to apply. Okay, I remember that my first week I was doing like the same strategy that everybody was doing, that was just to be sending random CVs. And actually, as most of the people, it didn't work. On the second week, in the first week of December, okay, I decided to change the strategy and I shaped my CV for every single role that I found on LinkedIn and on Google. All right. So yes, I know that it's going to be a lot of time doing this project, you know, doing covering CVs and cover letters, but it is important. At least it worked for me. Okay. From the third to the last week of December, 2 weeks, I probably sent 30 to 35 CVs per day. And it ended up like during this period of December, I reached nearly 10 to 15 interviews. Okay. And you need to prepare your mind for that because it's going to cost a lot of your anxiety, especially, you know, it's going to cost a lot of your mental health. So the first tip that I send you is tailor your CV, tailor your cover letter, and then start to apply and try to win by quantity, not especially by quality, because quality is when you finally get the interview and then spread the word for the interviewer, you know. So I remember that in my first week of January, finally the good answers come up, and then 3 companies decided to I convinced them that I would actually be the perfect person for them, you know. And I did that just by showing them my expertise, all the courses that I have done, all the experience that I have gathered since I started college. I even showed my personal assignments, my college assignments to them. And then at the end, 3 companies offered me the sponsorship. And I decided to embark at Outsource Digital Marketing, this company over here, okay? About the visa and sponsorship, the challenge number 2, there is one thing that I would like to share to you guys, all right? Most of the business in Ireland doesn't give the sponsorship because they don't know how this works. So you just need to sell this as a product. Imagine that if you are applying for marketing roles, you just need to be the marketeers that you would expect, the salesperson that you would expect from a professional. So just try to first show confidence on who you are and what you do. And then lastly, just calmly explain for them like that is a straightforward process. And don't think that the big techs, the big companies will help you with that, because generally these big companies will help if you are an engineer or IT guy. Where you will succeed on finding sponsorship from a company is actually from the small and medium Irish businesses here, okay? And then my first challenge was actually to adapt to this new environment. I spent nearly let's say 20 years, 15 years of my life working in, has like numerous jobs here, but this is my first experience work remotely. And it's 100% like remotely, you know? So yes, I'm still like having my house, my office, or maybe the Starbucks is just around the corner has my main office. And this is gonna be a new challenge. I know that most of the people think that this is perfect life, but there is also a few disadvantages on that, and I will explain later on why. You can move to the next slide, Danny, please. Yeah, so this agency over here, Outsourced Digital Marketing, it's been existed since 2019, 2020. But then Michael Broderick, who is the director of Auxilia Group, alongside with Brett Button, who is the founder of several other companies related to forestry industries, they gave me the opportunity to give the agency entirely in my hand, and they say like, Juan, run this as you wish. Just make sure that you are going to be spreading a good work, and then you will get back something to the community. And I never forget this word, because actually this was my main interest. That's why I decided to go to start working from outsourced digital marketing, because I saw the opportunity there, the chance that I was waiting for my entire life, in a sense that, oh, I'm not going to sell something just for profit, but actually I can do something here for the society in a whole, for the world in a whole, you know. And this is our main mission here, is actually to provide the best solutions to B2B or B2C audiences, in a personalized ways, in a holistic approach, you know. Most of the agencies, as soon as you embark in their journey, they just don't, in other words, they don't care about how you are proceeding, what you are doing. And actually, I'm the one that are going to approach this company and make sure that everything, that I would know exactly what their opinions, their values, their missions, their goals. I would be there for them, you know, not only working remotely. And this is only possible because my team gives me all the support for that. And I'm not talking at the top, I'm not only talking about the top of the hierarchy of my business, but also all my collaborators, things like the designers, UX designers, web developers, PPC managers, social media managers. So all the people who are working with me today is making possible for me to succeed. I can move on to the next slide, Danny. I think I'm for the, yes, perfect. So what we do is actually to provide very good research and planning, and applying all this research into the best strategy. And then we would optimize their website, their traffic, their content, their reputation online, okay? And make sure that we are converting it into leads. And finally, ultimately, we also give the support into sales, to convert it into money for the business in a whole, you know. This is what we offer for the business, but there is another side of the agency, that is actually how we help other people, especially marketers and sales first, to also be starting working for business here in Ireland, okay? Because we have this approach of helping people to find their place in the right company in the same time. It's like a consultancy firm has at the same time. This is only possible because Outsourced Digital Marketing is working closely with Auxilia Group, which is one of the biggest consultancy firms here in Ireland, and they have all this expertise to be supporting all these tasks and challenges that you are facing at the moment. You can move to the next slide. So at the moment we are just for the last 4 years, for the last 4 months, sorry, we have been working exactly on picking up like marketing executives and freelancers and bringing them to the right direction into these companies. So I would be the one deciding who goes where, you know. And for that we can offer like these tailored solutions. Then by knowing exactly what the people in the business needs, I would be able to provide the best holistic approach and the best tailored solution for this company. And I know that nowadays it's easy to be saying like, oh, everybody produces like tailored solutions. But what I'm trying to say is, as soon as we have like a Chinese business selling for the Irish market, we would be knowing that we would allocate the exact person who would understand the language and the communication being applied for this company to other people, to the business for itself. Uh, and also we try our best to educate and to pass this knowledge for our individuals and for our collaborators as well. Okay, yes, thanks for moving to the next slide. Finally, guys, I'm the end here, and just wanted to share what happened to me a few hours ago. Okay, I went to Kilkenny and I spoke with Pat Broughton, who is one of my partners here. He works for Forestry Services, but he's also have business into Euroforest Ireland, Euroforest UK. They are like a huge company here that is concerned about afforestation, reforestation, harvesting. So they do the best they can actually to provide the best service into forestry, but they also give something back to the society in a whole, not our islands, because they are planting trees. They have this beautiful project called 100 million trees that they think that in a short period of time, let's say, they will be planting over 100 million trees all over the world and over in Ireland. They have already reached 200,000 trees already planted, you know. So if you are interested in embark on this journey, in this project to me, you are all very welcome. I can explain it for you later, okay? But the big news is Perry told me that he's looking, and he even mentioned like the Brazilian community. Obviously, I even explained to him that we have like a huge community of foreigners and immigrants that also could be taking not only my personal community. And he said that foresters will open at least three three roles, especially in marketing, sales, but also in engineering, forestry. And they would be allowing people to be asking for sponsors. Okay, so they are one company who are interested on receiving this and to give sponsorship for people. All right, especially for immigrants. So if you are interested, please just come up into my Facebook, Instagram, especially LinkedIn, and then we can connect there and we can be speaking more about that. Okay, I just want to know that today Patty asked me, Juan, there is anyone interested on that? And I explained about the visa for him. And he was like, oh, is that easy? And I was impressed by saying like, yes, it's that easy. You just need to apply to have the proper documents. And from the part of the company, you just need to give the signature. All right. Perhaps you can also provide the financial support, but it's up to the applicant to be deciding that as well. So Patty, just try to convince your other friends from most of the other industry that you are working with to be doing the same. And I think this is the main idea that outsourced digital marketing will try to do, especially for the firms and partners who are working with us at some moment. Perhaps we can not only support and give like confidence for the people to be applying, but also to companies to understand that we need that, and this is going to be a huge step for us in our path, in our professional path. You know, I just want to make sure that I didn't do this alone. All right, and one thing that I learned from college is the only way for you to be conquering and accomplishing your goals is if you have good people on your side. And I was lucky because for the last 4 years, not only this community helped me a lot, but I have several people, not only my family and friends, but I have several people supporting me on that. Sometimes creating slides, sometimes doing pieces of content for me, helping my assignments. But most of the time, someone who are there saying like, don't quit, or you can do it, is also a way for us to be helping and supporting each other. You can move to the next slide, Danny. And I'm here to appreciate and to say that, yes, more than ever, I'm here to support this community. More than ever, I'm here to support anyone who are seeking for help, okay? And I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Please contact me on LinkedIn. Mhm. This is my email and LinkedIn. And also, if you're interested to know more about my agency, you can go and search on Google Outsource Digital Marketing, or you can go osdm.ie. That's it, guys.
Thank you so much, Juan. It was really nice to hear from you, to see your experience and everything. Guys, please don't forget to leave your questions here. We have our Q section in a second after Joshua's presentation. So please ask whatever you want for Juan and Joshua as well. She's gonna to present now. So thank you. I will invite Joshua now. Sorry, guys, my computer is quite slow. But yeah, we have Joshua now. She's gonna to present herself. Joshua, that's
Hi
with you.
everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. Thanks, Danny. So, I'll be speaking a little about myself and then I'll speak about some challenges as a student and some tips that really helped me. So, first, coming to my experience, I'm a digital marketing student at UCD. I stay in Dunleary and I'm originally from Mumbai in India. And that's where I've majorly worked. So, I worked for about 3 years in India. I worked with Shebang, which was a digital marketing agency where I was managing some of the clients that were like a Casa or Ole. And then I moved to affiliate marketing with Media.net. Shortly after that, I decided that I wanted a more wholesome and holistic perspective on marketing, so I came to UCD here. And I was very lucky that within a month, I got an internship with Snapfix, which is a CMS platform here, which is basically like the WhatsApp for hotels, which was a great learning experience. One of the tips that I would give to potential students would be to do some relevant marketing here. I think that is very helpful. And after that, currently I'm interning at Oherlai Access Consultancy. It's a consultancy firm which basically gives consulting to people which are disabled. So moving forward to some of the challenges that students face here, firstly, I think visa is an important one. A lot of times I've had interviews where people have told me that they didn't want to proceed ahead because of the visa requirements. So I think checking a few top companies which give sponsorship to students would be a good thing. It's easily available on Google, or even you have some other platforms which you can just see. And even looking at the employees would be a good thing. When you go on LinkedIn, you can just look up the employees and see if they have a diversity and if they have more people from your place. Another tip would be networking. I think networking is very important here in Ireland. Dublin being a very small place, you can easily go to networking events. Like even if now you go up to LinkedIn or HubSpot, they keep on having these monthly events where you can go and attend in person and network with people. And people in Ireland are very, very helpful. Like I've met so many amazing people from this community and overall also in Ireland who will go out of their way to help you. So I think that is one important thing to note. And also getting referrals here is very easy. You can reach out to people on LinkedIn and they'll be happy to put in a referral for you. So that is one important thing that might help you secure a job. A few other websites which are very good that I've come across are Indeed, Grad Ireland, Jobs.ie, LinkedIn, and the Marketing in Ireland website. There also they have a lot of jobs which keep on getting updated. And even the group that is there, the community itself is like very helpful. And I would also recommend to do a few courses here. I think HubSpot, Google, all of these have very informative courses. So if you don't have a lot of work experience, also you can always learn from all of these courses. And of course, like reach out to people in the community and have like one-on-one sessions with them to learn more about it. And coming to the second challenge that I faced as a student was accommodation. That is a big crisis here. The housing crisis isn't very good in Ireland and sometimes very challenging. And when you've just landed here, you feel homesick and it's very difficult to get an accommodation. So I think one of the things that helped me there was using Daft. It's a very good website. Or even as a student, I would recommend any potential students to book the accommodation on campus only. I think that is very helpful. So you save on time and you're on campus only while you're studying. If that's not possible, I think you can also go to a student accommodation here. There are a couple of them available in the city. That would be very helpful. And apart from that, if you want like a private housing, Daft is a very good website to look at, and you can also see something in sharing there. So that's also a good website to look at. And yep, I think apart from that, there are just a few resources that I can probably share on later on, which were very helpful for me here in Ireland. Yep, that's about it. I think you guys can always reach out to me on LinkedIn to have a formal chat or like an informal coffee or something. Always here to help and give back to the community as much as I can. And thank you so much for having me.
Joshua, thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you for the tips. Sometimes we are thinking, oh, let's should I do a master's degree? Should I do
Yep.
another kind of course? So it's really nice when you have someone to went through the experience, and then we can ask and say, oh, how it was for you? Like, how can you help me with these difficulties or these doubts that I have? So thanks so much, and Thank you for the tips regarding the internship and networking, and that this is really, really important as well. So now I will invite Juan as well. And guys, please make your questions because they are here to answer. So don't be afraid. So we have the first question from Beatrice. Um, she would like to ask the process between finish your degree and taking extracurricular courses help taking extracurricular courses how
Mhm.
it help you entering the marketing.
Guys, all right. So imagine that at the beginning, I didn't even know which course I should take. So I decided to go to learn everything. I simply decided to that because in my mind, if I covered everything, then I would be better. I would have better chance to get like a job. That's what I thought at the beginning, and actually, I succeed. Obviously, that I learned in this path that designing is not exactly my thing. Although we are always obliged as a marketers to have like the main understanding of that. Also, IT, like coding things, like developing website by coding, is extremely hard. I'm still studying it, but I did like to be working to be learning about web development. And I know that nowadays it's crucial for you to be holding like design and social media because people will judge you if you don't know those things. So believe me, you will be judged by your own marketing department colleagues, and especially for the boss to say like, "Oh, what do you mean like you have a degree in marketing but you don't know how to do some stuff on Canva?" So yes, you start with the basics. You have to have a better understanding of the basics, and most important, don't wait your degree in college to finish your time in college to finish in order for you to start doing extracurricular courses. Okay, actually it would be interested for you, and I know that it's complicated because this 13 weeks comes like extremely tough and hard, but paying attention that you have like nearly 4 months of holidays. So invest your time like doing free courses. My suggestion about which courses should you be taking is as an agency, I know the necessity of agencies and people to have like a good, really good designers. But the main topic nowadays is if you know PPC, if you understand about paid advertisement, is if you are a good web developer, you are gonna have like loads of opportunities and loads of money. And lastly, nowadays the new trend is if you understand and if you hold like a course in intelligence, artificial intelligence, PPC, designing, and web development. Just pick one of those three, and I guarantee that you will succeed. One thing that I'm still indecisive is UX design is worth the investment. I think so, but perhaps you can allocate this budget to be doing other courses for the same price.
Great. And you, Joshua, you have been a device on platforms as well?
Yes, I think adding on to what Juan only said, that the top platforms would be Google and HubSpot. I think they have some amazing courses which have
Yeah.
very holistic courses as well as specific courses. Like inbound marketing is very good of HubSpot if you want to do that.
Mm.
And apart from that, I think also doing some courses on AI and marketing is good, like how AI can help you in marketing or how it can make your work faster. That would also be a nice thing.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
HubSpot is the best.
Yeah, it's really great. And they have a lot of options and like quick courses or the ones that is a
The
little
platform is so easy to deal with.
yeah, it is. And we have another question from Paula. She asked the Juan how you shaped your CV.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So imagine myself, if I have like 35 applications per day, I was nearly doing 20 CVs. And how did I do that? Okay, I went on Canva and I decided to shorten my CV. This was my first approach. And I would do like for marketing positions, marketing executive positions, social media, PPC, and for that was about execution, not management. I would be doing a one-page CV. For management, I would have two. All right, and I think it worked really fine, and I received very good feedbacks from that. I have one simple template would be covering like marketing aspects of it. Then I would be showing like things that doesn't change, like how many languages I speak, my address, email, the experience, my latest experience. This would be there fixed, this wouldn't change, but I would be changing like the specification of my work experiences before for every single business that I have worked, specific tailored for that job application that I was doing. All right. I was one thing that I did was during 2 weeks I tried to put without my pictures, and then in the for 3 weeks I tried to put a CV with a picture, because I didn't find a right way to say like should I be showing my face or not. And actually I saw that yes, with picture people I have better experiences if I put my picture. I think it's because we are humanizing it in somehow. People are not seeing only words, they are seeing the person who they are speaking with. So I prepare my picture I prepared in a way that would be very invitative for the recruiters, okay, to be receiving that. And apart from that, I was applying even to be like the CEO, the head of marketing director of some business. I didn't care, I was applying for that, because if they called me for an interview, then I would be training in the best level of interviews. Like I would be receiving questions about that a head of marketing would be receiving. And this gave me a lot of practice for when I found like a lower in the hierarchy jobs. So that was my approach.
Oh,
Practice, practice, practice. And the most important is prepare your mind for no's. Prepare your mind is the most important one, because you go tired a lot. Try to do the applications also by shifts. So I decided to go like every day, 3 hours per day. I was there engaging with Indeed and LinkedIn, and that's it.
yeah, dealing with no's is really hard, but we need to be prepared for that, and we need to just one yes. So
Yeah,
it's happen.
exactly.
Yeah. Do you have any tips, Joshua, about your internship, how you got there? Because you have done some networkings as well you did the CV and networkings as well. How it helped you?
Yes, so I try to attend all of these networking events. I think you can just look them up online only. And HubSpot has some good ones, even LinkedIn has some good ones. You can always go and attend that for networking. And what I've recently started doing for my job applications is use ChatGPT. I think that's a very good tool. So you just paste the job description in ChatGPT and ask it to like give you a cover letter or draft your CV according to it, and it does a wonderful job with it. Of course, it's not the most accurate, and I think you can only be the best judge of your own CV. But I think that's a great tool to help you.
Thank you so much.
Very
And
good.
guys, I also have a question for you. Like, how challenging it was studying college or the masters here in Ireland? Like, when you compare to your home country, or like the daily life, work and study, or like the routine, how it was for you? Could you share a little bit about it?
I think it is quite challenging. Like it keeps you on your toes. The master's year is like a full-time master's that I'm doing. So there are a lot of assignments, quizzes that keep on happening. But the learning is very nice. The professors are very good at UCD. They have like a lot of knowledge, and even the kind of assignments that they give you is something that makes you think. And it's very relevant to the industry. Like currently, I'm studying about AI and big data, which is very relevant and which is going around. So they teach you a lot of upcoming stuff, like whatever is going to come in the future. And even the networking is something that they encourage you at UCD. So it's been a good experience. It's challenging, but very nice to like learn. And I'm learning a lot of new things. Yeah.
Great. You wanna share your experience, Johan? You're about to get your diploma as well, right?
Yeah, well, I remember that in my first to second year, I was elected the representative of my class. We started with 170 students. I was helping at the time Victor, who was the class rep. And then on the second year, when Victor left, I became before the vice president, but I became the class rep. This was really good for me because that was my first approach as a manager. So I believe that the 3 years that I spent in college supporting my colleagues on that, and I had a lot of help from Marcos, who was a really close friend of mine, Igor, Devan, well, several people who were there with me every day. This was a good training for me to be on the position where I am right now. I'm basically saying that exactly the same thing that I was doing 3 years in college is exactly what I'm doing right now, but in a professional manner, and I'm getting paid for that, not paying for it, you know? So yeah, I might say that it was tough at the beginning. It's not easy to be doing college here because we need to be saving a lot of money. As Joshua said, like the price of accommodation, it doesn't help, but ultimately it's rewarding. I can guarantee that that will open doors. And the tip that I leave is don't be that kind of student who is negative, who is toxic. Oh, I don't like that teacher. I don't like this program. I don't like this. Man, accept the fact that you will as a marketeer, we will deal with bad customers, bad companies, and annoying people every single day. So see this as a way for you to be practicing your mental health. See it in a way that you will learn a lot, and ultimately every single thing that my lectures shared with me, it was it was where it was actually what helped me to be here. So yes, just don't be afraid of risk things, and never stop studying as well.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, it's really hard sometimes with all the challenges. So you need to be positive, and we need to make our way. Like you did you had your strategy, and now you are working and get paid. With but
Yeah.
if you didn't have this experience before, maybe it would be different. So we need to make the most of it when we have a chance, wherever we are. So thank you so much for answering the questions. I will invite you in the end to say goodbye, but I will just continue the presentation with some news and updates about the community. But
Ooh.
thank you for the your presentation today.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you all for your time.
Thank you. So guys, I just give you some updates. Just a second. You can see my presentation, right? Just a second. Um, it's back now. Okay. So I don't know if you saw this, but we have a new website for the community. So you have new features. We are talking about the community, the company's featuring members, events, and our blog page. So go through the website, try to search the information we need, and also give us feedback, like what you found about it. If you have any idea or anything, please let us know. But we are really happy with this new website. It's really nice, and we have a lot of things to put inside of this website. So stay tuned. And the other nice really thing we have, I'm not sure if you saw, but we launched this week. Our last week we launched our membership program. So it's a pro member. It's really, really nice. It's like even better what we have in the community because we know, the community. We do a lot of contents, we do a lot of workshops, events, and we are always helping each other. And it is help forever. It's not gonna end, never. But we launched our membership to give something even better, like the Supra Sumo. So we are gonna have on the membership program, you can have access to 2 workshops monthly. So I will show in few minutes which workshops we have for June, but we have the QR code here as well. If you wanna understand more about the project, if you have any questions, you can send it to us. We have our chat or LinkedIn or Instagram. You can ask any questions you have. The price will be €13 per month. So I hope you like it. We are doing this with a lot of care, and we put a lot of content there, and the ideas continue help each other, and it will also support the community as well. So we are really happy and excited for this new project. And now I show you some events that it's gonna happen soon. So we'll have next Wednesday a workshop uh, called Blog Writing Basics and EOS SEO Workshop. So you are more than welcome to participate. The Mari, the one of the volunteers, you gonna do this workshop with us. And our next is Power Marketing. You'll be in July 3rd. So same time, 8 p.m. And in August, we have our hiking and marketing program. So you'll be really nice. It's like the weather is great. So it's a nice opportunity to talk about marketing, but in a relaxing mood, like hiking and enjoy the weather. So, but we're still talking about marketing. So we are really excited to these events, and you are more than welcome to participate. And if you have any doubts, you can send to us, and we are gonna post on Instagram and LinkedIn, so stay tuned. And for our membership program, we have it. So the two workshops that's gonna happen this month will be about CRM, called Marketing Toolbox. What is the best CRM? And the other one is Marketing Career Connect, how to use ChatGPT to align with your CV with job description. So this is gonna focus on how, like what the guys just said about how to write a better CV and how AI could help us to achieve our goals, like to say the right words and be very focused on what you want. So these two workshops is gonna be for the membership team. So I'm happy if you join and get to know more about what we have planned for the next months as well. And going to the end of the presentation today, to the end of InSpire Marketing, I want to show the highlights of the month. So, who got a job? So, we had Suellen, that she got a job as marketing operations at hissocialguys.ai. Congratulations, Suellen. We had Leon. He just got a job as culture specialist at HubSpot. Leon was also one of the people who participate on our last MKT in 2022. He was one of the instructors. He gave us a lot of advice. He's really great as well. If you have doubts about getting a job, CV, or recruitment, he's really great. So he just landed this job in HubSpot, and congratulations, Leon. We have Mayara as well. She is also participating in our marketing MKTE 2022. She's really great with Google Ads, and she just got a job as digital account manager at Blue Steam. Congratulations, Mayara. And we had Bruno. He was promoted as an e-commerce merchandising lead in bidding and homeware department at Harvey Norman. Congratulations, Bruno. Also, we have Bruna. She started a new position as project officer manager at Strata. So, congratulations, guys. We know that's not easy to achieve stuff, achieve what you want when you are abroad. It's really hard. But when we get there, it's like the fulfillment feeling is so great. So we are really happy. We are really happy when people from the community achieve their goals. So congratulations. I hope you have more people to share stuff like that next Inspire Marketing. And I wanna, before calling the guys to say goodbye, I wanna leave this quote that I think it really matches with what we saw today. So don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Because if we don't move, we will not get there. We need to challenge ourselves. We need to, okay, I'm in college, but it's not enough. What I'm gonna do in college? What projects can I participate? What can I do? Like I'm got a job. What I'm gonna do there to show up to be better each day? So we can't wait for the opportunity. They are come, but we need to do our job. So thank you so much. I will invite you here now the guy just to say goodbye. And just a second, because of my computer. So I'm putting on the screen Juan, Joshua, and Chris. That is our assistant for the day. She's on the chat and she was talking with us in the chat. Thank you so much for participating tonight. It was a pleasure to have you here. And see you next Inspire Marketing.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you
me.
guys.
It
Thanks
was
for the
lovely.
opportunity as well.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.